Well, so today we're celebrating a big milestone in the automotive shop's history. We actually been doing some work with Ford, integrating their curriculum into our curriculum. And today, because we've done that, they actually donated a vehicle to the automotive shop, so we can use those applied theories and bring them into the shop to actually work on newer vehicles.
On behalf of DRRHS Regional High School, I would like to extend a very warm welcome to everybody who's here today. My name is Dustin Burns, and I'm the proud principal here at DRRHS. I'm honored to serve as your Master of Ceremonies today. We're here for a truly special occasion. We're here to celebrate Ford Motor Group's generous donation to our Career and Technical Education program. This gift represents a powerful investment in our students and their future careers. This is a banner moment not only for our CTE program, but for our entire comprehensive high school. Thank you for joining us. At this time, I would like to invite up Emma Bagania, a member of our auto program and a proud member of our National Technical Honor Society, to come forward and lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I would now like to welcome our DRRHS Regional High School chorus under the direction of Ms. Mocho and Mr. Metello to lead us in the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Before we begin our program, I would like to acknowledge some very special guests who are joining us today. Please do hold your applause. We have members of the school committee, as well as elected officials and selectmen from the towns of Dayton and Rehoboth. We'd like to welcome them. We would like to welcome our partners from the Educational Alliance. From Ford Motor Company, we would like to welcome Aaron Powers, Amanda Campbell, Paul Bedouin, John Cable, and Brian Brinnebucker. From Tasca Ford, we'd like to welcome owner Michael Tasca Sr. and Truck Center Managing and Talent Recruiting Specialist Tim Mitchell. From Congressman Jake Auchincloss's office, we'd like to welcome Mrs. Katarina Pereira. From the State House, we'd like to welcome Senator Kelly Dooner, Representative Steve Howitt, Representative Justin Thurber. From the Massachusetts Department of Elementary and Secondary Education, we'd like to welcome Dr. Regina Robinson. We would also like to welcome our Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Bill Rooney, and our Director of Career and Technical Education here at DRRHS, Mr. Michael Stroni. I'd like to thank them all for being here and supporting our students. Please now join me in welcoming Ms. Pereira, Senator Dooner, Representative Howard, and Representative Thurber to the podium as they give some brief remarks.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Kelly Dooner. I am the first new state senator to the district in 32 years, so it's really a great honor to be here with Rep. Thurber, Rep. Howard, and a representative from the Congressman's office. My first vehicle was actually a '04 Ford Explorer, and I drove that to hit 380,000 miles. So to hear that we were partnering with Ford, I was honestly super excited. Swear till this day it was the most reliable vehicle I've ever had. And I think today is just a really strong and important reminder of the importance of that public-private partnership. For Ford Motors to be doing this for our schools, I just think is really outstanding and really tremendous of them to be willing to donate a vehicle for a school that needs it. And I also think it's a testament to Bill Rooney and all his advocacy that he has done for Dayton Rehoboth and representing you guys as a whole and representing all of us, and really just being such a go-getter and pushing to have those relationships that ultimately help the students in the end. So it's really an honor to be here. And I greatly want to thank Ford Motors for their partnership. This is something I would love to see more statewide, is that private-public partnership and really just working together to help better educate our students and give them all the best possible opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you everyone for being here, Rep. Thurber. I grew up in a family that was mostly Chevy guys, so we never really liked Ford people too much, but actually I like them a lot now, so thank you very much for what you're doing. I actually married into a family. I almost got in big trouble because they're a bunch of Ford drivers, so but all jokes aside, this private-public partnership that Senator Duna spoke about is a wonderful thing. I hope we can encourage more of that. I also hope we can encourage people to learn more about vehicles. I know they're changing to electric vehicles instead of internal combustion engines, but there's still going to be a lot of internal combustion engines that need to be fixed. And I grew up around cars, and I was just talking to the congressman's aide, talking about how I was teaching my kids how to fix things. So, at a base level, if they go to a dealership, they know if they need to actually replace those rear brakes that always need to be replacing. So I think this is going to be a great education. I look forward to seeing what this partnership does, and I'm going to yell it from the rooftops, even though it's Ford. So thank you very much for coming here and donating a vehicle and doing this partnership. I really appreciate it. Have a wonderful day.
Good morning. I'm Representative Stephen Howard. I represent the 4th Bristol District, which Rehoboth is part of. And anyone who knows me knows that I'm a car nut. But isn't this great that you're able to get out of class this morning to attend assembly? That's what I always look forward to. So, thank you for being here. Now, my first car was a Mopar, which was a 1970 340 Cuda, bright yellow, which I wish I had today. I have had a few Fords over the years, but presently I'm more personally into foreign cars. I love to work on them, polish them, get them ready for shows, and I'm looking forward to the DR show, which is coming up in October. I'll probably have at least 1 or 2 cars in that show, which will be good for charity. So I hope to see many of you there. This partnership is wonderful. For those who are unfamiliar with Tasca, Bob Tasca Sr. created Tasca Ford. It used to be on Route 44. Then they had the Tasca Lincoln Mercury with the Ford. And back in the 1980s, Tasca Ford, little old Tasca Ford in Seacon was the #1 Ford dealership in the whole country, which is sort of hard to believe because this was before Seacon had really developed and the whole South Coast had developed, but they sold more Fords than anybody in the country. And now today, I believe they have over 30 franchises throughout the country, not all Ford. They have every franchise pretty much across the board. So for Tasca to come and help a local school with such a project is wonderful. The other thing, whether you go into the automotive field or not, just knowing how to work on your car will save you thousands of dollars over the lifetime of owning a vehicle, and also understanding how that vehicle runs. So again, I want to thank all the people involved, Tasca, Ford, the school department, Dayton Rehoboth, all the officials, and Superintendent Rooney for putting this all together. And thank you very much, and enjoy the show.
My name is Katarina. I serve as the senior district rep for Congressman Jake Auchincloss, who represents Dayton and Rehoboth as one of our 35 cities and towns. And we just wanted to say, on behalf of the congressman, thank you so much for being able to be a part of this moment with you folks. And we are so excited for this public-private partnership for Dayton and Rehoboth. I would like to say I grew up as my first family car as a Ford Focus, so this is an exciting moment for all of us. And we love to be in partnership with you folks for the future. And we really look forward for this monumental moment to be transformative for you students and for faculty and the stakeholders that are a part. So thank you so much for having us a part of this moment.
Next up, we are pleased to welcome Dr. Regina Robinson from the Massachusetts Department of Elementary and Secondary Education to speak about how this partnership supports our students' pathways to success.
Good morning. It is such an exciting moment to be with you all today. I always feel as though September is that time of year where I like to start to hum. It's the most wonderful time. And it's not always the most wonderful time for everyone, but for us at the Department of Elementary and Secondary Education, it is the most exciting time of the year. It's the most wonderful time of the year because it's the time of new beginnings for the school year. It's the time for students, whether you wanted to or not, to get back in the swing of things. Or, as is appropriate today, to get the show on the road. Okay, that was a mom joke. Don't tell my kids, they're 19, 18, 16, and 13, and they hate when I give mom jokes. But I think mom jokes are better than dad jokes. So, since we are getting this show on the road, I'm excited on behalf of Commissioner Martinez, our Commissioner of Department of Elementary and Secondary Education, and our Secretary of Education, Patrick Tutwiler, to come down here today to let you all know that you are fulfilling our educational vision at DESE. What's our educational vision? It's our North Star. It's what we believe when we walk into every building, when we connect with every superintendent, CTE directors, principals. We are looking to see if you are embodying our educational vision. And it's simply that all of our students are known and loved, learning experiences are relevant, real world, and interactive, and individualized supports enable students to excel at grade level and beyond. Well, coming here today, it's clear that your learning experiences are relevant, real world, and interactive. What do I mean by relevant and real world and interactive? The fact that we get to see your CTE program come alive in this public partnership with a private organization is really exciting. And I just have to say thank you to Ford for your investment in our students in their future. Because this isn't just about a Ford vehicle. This is actually about STEM education. This is allowing your science classes to come alive, technology to come alive. I heard just when I walked in, because I wanted to get a sense, how did this come to be? I know no one just woke up and said at 4, hey, let's go over to Massachusetts and let's just pick. This was not random. So we need to give a round of applause to your CTE director, Mike. Thank you. Round of applause. We have to recognize that when you have leaders in your school, yes, I'm a fan of the fancy suits and our superintendents across the Commonwealth, but I know that the work that gets done day to day are the mics in Massachusetts. Correct, students? And here's the reason why. When I wanted to hear a little more, I received the what. And I go where the commissioner can't sometimes make, we have another event happening in another part of the state. And so when he's not able to attend, he says, Regina, I need you to head to certain districts. So I knew the what, I knew the why, but I needed to know the who. And here's the reason why. I heard that the materials that you all were using for CTE weren't enough, weren't adequate, and kind of not up to speed, right? So Mike said, our students need better parts, relevant parts, for this real-world interactive experience in career technical education to truly come alive, and so that you can be relevant in the future. This is what I love about great educators, who want to see beyond what you're just doing now for your future in the next 10 years. Mike didn't want you working on parts of cars that he used to drive. I'm speaking for you, is that correct? Okay. I wouldn't want you to use the parts and work on parts from vehicles that I used to use. Because technology is changing, right, Ford? Correct? It is critical for us to stay up to date for your future so that you are set up for success. So this gift, why does this gift matter to you all as students? Because you are now setting a standard in Massachusetts of what reimagining high school and reimagining career technical education looks like. And I am grateful and honored that I was fortunate to be here, to see what you are going to be. I know that there are engineers that are going to come from this district. I know that there are going to be scientists who come from this district. I know that there are future Ford CEOs that will come from this district, and you will be able to come back to this experience where your teacher said, what we have is not enough and we want to do better for our students. I can't wait to take the message back. I can't wait to let other superintendents, CTE directors, principals, to say, hey, look under the hood, literally, in your classrooms, what you're working with. Is it enough? Well, then seek out some partnerships. We know we're all working with limited finances. So when you have smart and savvy educators who want to reach out and say, hey, you want some future employers to come your way? You want some future technical assistants? You want future engineers? You want future designers? We've got them here, Dighton, Rehoboth. And I am grateful that I have been able to see what you could truly be. So again, on behalf of the Department of Elementary and Secondary Education, I just want to congratulate you on this partnership. I know that what we are seeing today is only the beginning of what we can see roll out across our Commonwealth. So congratulations, and again, let's get this show on the road.
Thank you so much, Dr. Robinson. It's now my privilege to introduce our representative from Ford Motor Group to speak about Ford's commitment to learning and workforce development. Please welcome Erin Powers.
How's everybody doing?
Good.
Good, me too. So happy to be here and see all of you in this exciting moment and acknowledge the fantastic partnership that is happening today. So technician recruitment and retention is a key initiative for Ford Motor Company. And that is because the technology is changing all the time. So our commitment to learning is for our service technicians in the dealership and for our dealerships, to have a plan. What does your career path look like for entry-level technicians? How are we helping build that pipeline? And today is evidence of that, right? Tasca, Ford, and Dighton, Rehoboth is a major success to Ford Motor Company. And this is exactly what we're looking for in partnerships. And I love the motto that you have up here on the screen and for your school, because it's exactly what Ford is trying to do, right? Empower, own your education, take advantage of opportunities. We want you to do that. We want you to take the Ford training you have access to and get the best education possible. Ask your teachers questions. Ignite. This vehicle is really exciting. We want you to have the technology and we want you to explore it. And again, keep learning. And shape. Take advantage of the dealerships like Tasca that have really committed to growing their technicians and a commitment to training and can show you a real career path and set you up with a fantastic mentor that's going to help you in your career. So this is all very exciting. It all comes together perfectly, and Ford Motor Company couldn't be happier to be here today.
Thank you so much, Erin, and the Ford Motor Group. We also want to recognize the incredible support from our local dealership, Tasca Ford. So to do that, please welcome Michael Tasca Sr.
Before I get started, I want to call up Tim Mitchell. Tim runs one of the largest truck centers in the Northeast.
Hi guys. Tasca Automotive Group. I've been there for 15 years. But I'm here for 30 years. I've been coming to schools because I'm very passionate about sharing my story, how I started. I started the same as you. Went to a tech school just like this many years ago. And I went from a part-time tire changer to now running one of the biggest service departments on the East Coast. And I promise you, I'm no more special than any people out there. You just gotta suck it up, you gotta learn as much as you can, listen to the right people, and then apply yourself. You gotta come in every day on time, and you just gotta try. The reason why I came up here, Michael can talk better as far as our company-wise goes, but I want to give a special shout-out to a very special person. Mike Stroming, Mr. Stroming. He's the reason why we're all here tonight. I met Michael, I don't know, probably 10, 12 years ago at Davies High School. Did the same thing, like, and talked to students and everything. And when I met Mike, there's two things you know about Mike. He knows what he's talking about. He's a very good technician. He's very good at applying himself. And then the second thing is he loves the program and he loves his students and he really tries. So when he came here, he called me up and said, hey, do me a favor, I need some help. I'm taking over a program that needs a little spruce. So we came here and I talked to Ford. I said, hey Ford, can we help this gentleman with a donation vehicle? They said, well, he doesn't really meet the criteria. But within a short period of time, Mike jumped to it and he jumped through hoops and he got everything done. So he is the main reason why you guys have this day today and what's going on today with everybody else here. It's Mr. Strums.
Thank you, Tim. Very great words, and thank you, Mike. We are really lucky to be here. Rep Howard, I wanted to thank you for the kind words that you said about my family, and we won't hold it against you. Your first car was a Mopar. Listen, it's special to be here. When I talk to young people, and Tim and I go around the country, we've been as far as El Paso, Texas, talking to young men and women about the technical opportunities, obviously, in the automotive field. And really my message is the most valuable resource that any of us have is time. And when you're young, you take it for granted. You think you have a lot of it, and hopefully we all have a lot of it. But the truth is it goes by fast. And where you spend your time is incredibly important. Where you invest your time and who you spend your time with can really change the trajectory of your life and of your career. So there were a couple typos on the program here. First of all, when I read Michael Tasca Senior, I feel old. My son is 11 years old, so technically I am a senior, but when you talk about time, I read senior and I'm like, wow. The other thing that I take exception to is it says that I'm the owner of Tasca Auto Group. I'm one of the owners. We are a family business. We're a fourth generation, 86-year-old family business that's hard to find these days. And we pride ourselves on our team. My family loves to give back when we can. And this is a tremendous opportunity to give back to a school and to the people that go to this school. And we know it will be used, and it's so nice that you'll be able to learn on a current model year vehicle with new technology to set yourself up for success in the future. And also, our team, they're the most valuable assets that we have. We've grown a lot over the years, and you really, when you buy a dealership, you buy the real estate and the parts and the automobiles, the specialty tools, the used cars, the new inventory. That's what you buy, but you invest in the people. And that's a massive difference when we go into a market and when we look at where to invest our money is we invest in people. And when we can invest in young people like everyone in front of me today, the return is incredible. So I would say to you, we're happy to be here. We're so blessed to be part of this. Take this opportunity and run. And aim real high, shoot for the sky, invest your time with the right people in the right places, and amazing things will happen. Thank you very much.
Thank you to Tasca Ford for their amazing donation. Thank you for those kind words. Up next, I would like to invite our Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Bill Rooney, to share remarks on the importance of these community partnerships.
Thank you, Mr. Demers. Good morning, everyone. It is truly an honor to stand before you today at such a milestone moment for Dayton-Rehoboth Regional School District, as well as our high school. I want to begin thanking our partners from Ford Motor Company and Tasca Ford, as well as our distinguished guests who have joined us this morning. Regina Robinson, Senator Kelly Dooner, Representatives Howitt and Thurber, and the delegation from the Congressman's office. We are grateful too for the presence of our school committee members, municipal leaders, and community partners. Your support shows our students and their future means a lot to you. My first the first vehicle that I took out a loan for that wasn't a hand-me-down from my family was a 1992 Ford Explorer, which I believe was the first iteration of the Ford Explorer. So today has a very special connection for me as well. An event of this magnitude does not happen without tremendous support behind the scenes. So I hope I don't leave anybody out, but I want to acknowledge and thank Michelle Blackburn, Meg Smallage, Lauren Harwood, Fred Souza, Leo Brim, Colleen Pace, Damian Preston, and everyone who helped make this a reality. Please join me in giving them a round of applause. There's also another milestone about this gathering here today. When I arrived here a little over 3 years ago, it was very rare that we could have buy-in from school committee, selectmen, local legislators, and for all of those groups to be represented here today shows the power of culture. We Are DR is not just something that we use as a slogan on a bumper sticker or on shirts. It is something where we are creating a culture and a buy-in for the wonderful things that are being done here in our district. And I am grateful to Mr. Stromey for getting this process rolling, but we have so many amazing staff members who are doing the same things that are on a little bit more of a less conspicuous basis, but it is definitely making our district improve on a day-by-day basis. When I arrived here, I made a promise to rebuild trust and to form partnerships that would give our students opportunities as wide as their dreams. This event is proof that that promise is being kept. Driving toward 2030 is more than just a strategic plan. It is our shared commitment to empower, ignite, and shape. Today's gift from Ford exemplifies what happens when relationships, collaboration, and vision come together in service of you, our kids. On behalf of the district, thank you for believing in our students and for helping us open doors that will prepare them not just for jobs, but for leadership in their communities and beyond, teaching them to pay it forward. Together, we are DR. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Moody. And finally, we will hear from our Director of Career and Technical Education, Mr. Michael Stroney, who will explain how our partnership with Ford will drive our CTE to new heights.
Listen, first off, I want to say that I'm telling you, I did not pay anybody to do this kind of thing. I'm telling you, I didn't do that. All kidding aside, Tim Mitchell kind of hit it on the head. We've known each other for a while, and how it works is we had our students working with the actual Ford curriculum that the technicians who work for them use. It's a required curriculum that they all have to complete. We integrated it into our junior and senior classroom 2 years ago, and the students were logging onto their modules and they were completing them, earning factory certifications while they were in high school, which is a pretty big accomplishment. We've had success stories where students accomplished over 150 modules, and they were actually hired by Tasca Ford right out of high school, and that gives a student a leg up on somebody who doesn't have those modules and has to spend the time doing them. So how that works is if we have an electrical diagnosis type of thing with the headlights, we interchange our curriculum with Ford's curriculum. They're getting the same theory, but it's based on a Ford product. With that said, we needed a Ford product, right? At the end of the day, we couldn't have done this without the students. Everyone says it's me, but it's not. It's all of our, can I just have all of our auto students stand up, please? All of our auto students. Thank you guys. You guys are the reason why we're here. I wouldn't talk to these guys. Thank you. I would I talked to these folks the other day and told them that exact thing. It's because of their hard work. I can get you to the place you need to be, but it's really you guys are doing it, not me. So congratulations to you folks. I appreciate all your hard work. And as I say, I know this is about automotive, but it's bigger than that. It's about partnerships, community partnerships, and every other program that's sitting in here right now. You know, you can work hard and be in the same spot. I challenge you to do that. You know, challenge that curriculum and really work hard. And I always say, one team, one direction, right? It's not just one program. Everyone has to work together. So thank you all very much, and I appreciate your time.
All right, now it's the time you've all been waiting for. It's going to be our time to unveil the donation.
Incredible event today. Ford Motor Company donated a 2024 Ford Explorer to our automotive program, and so we wanted to put the spotlight on DR, and so we invited a bunch of elected officials and the folks from Ford, and you know, we had an unveiling.
Are you excited for this car to come?
Yeah. I love this class.
You love auto?
I do.
What's your favorite part about auto?
Fixing cars.
Are you happy for them getting resources for their shop?
I am very excited.
Do you believe this will be more beneficial because you are younger and an underclassman?
Oh yes, it teaches me more about the newer generation of cars.
Good to hear. Nice talking with you. I like your shirt, by the way.
Thank you so much, sir.
Do you think this donation will benefit students like us here at DR?
I think it's going to give students here an opportunity to work on current automotive technology and prepare them to enter the workforce right after graduation.
You're in auto, correct?
Yes, sir.
Do you enjoy it?
Of course I do.
How do you feel about you guys getting a new car?
Amazing.
Amazing?
Of course.
Is this very beneficial for the program?
This is amazingly beneficial for this program.
Well, the main benefit behind it is the stuff that you're learning in class and online is now you can apply it to real life. Whereas before you're learning stuff but you can't actually see it and feel it and touch it. So this is going to add that aspect to it.